These are the best highlights from today's 2024 LCK Summer Split matchup.
I'm mainly going to be looking towards is how does he use the ultimate, because it's by far, I think, the strongest part of this champion. It's also kind of hard to use reliably as Cuz. They'd get this.
Yeah, Cuz just kind of walks on over. Now a twisting advance onto BDD, but he's going to put him on the mini equalizer. Still, BDD's in trouble. That's first blood going to the Aurora. She just throws down the ulti. Does have to flash in the end, but I'm reckoning he's going to say what.
Lane subs, we do see the plates in bot side favorable for KT because there's less turret protection.
As there's a fair bit of magic damage that he does have to deal with.
So a run-off effect of that play is Oldham might have a dragon fight here.
Yeah, the Nature's Grasp does come out as Fioshik tries to get on in there. Cuz is going to be able to grab that dragon though, and there's the bullet time. Cuz just going to flash to get himself out of the way. Def uses the last of his remaining mana, skipping across the veil as it were. But he'll be all right. Cuz
that'll be 4.
Yeah, just going to start this one up. Exactly. KT was, of course, able to get a couple of them, but the fact that it was just that cheeky little smite on 79 health from Cuz to lock down one of them, get a little bit of extra there, as Leaper is able to at least get a few, but it looks like Deft, I mean, very, very close to being able to just take this full turret, and he should be able to grab that last plate as well. And Deft getting fed is kind of just the game plan for KT most of the time. So he's going to be very happy with that one, as Dudu kind of have him perfect here where he wants him, but the equalizer comes down and he is burning, burning, burning. He does have a lot of MR, but as you can see, Rumble. Chat, please, that would be absolutely fantastic, because I think we're in for a Chemtech. Just feel like we're due, you know? I think it's about time. What do you think?
I'm hoping for Drift Rift.
Oh, I want Swift Rift or Drift Rift. I think either of them would be absolutely fantastic. Hey, whoa, okay, Chronicler, you're paying attention today.
As well as some pretty okay CS leads, and we might have a 5v5, but look.
I feel like nature will be grasping.
Soon.
All right, this Rift Herald going down as Cuz's angle a little bit strange on this one. He's looking for Perfect and for Def. Bullet time immediately comes down as Bulldog just throws Def into the circle. We'll be able to take him down. It's a 2-for-2 trade so far though, as Bulldog just going to be ripped to shreds. BDD gets his revenge, and it's a 3-for-2 trade in the end.
With the very quick assassination of the AD carry of KT, it just doesn't matter. BDD gonna get people like even further ahead here.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see, because easily amazing fight for KT. Get the objective, get the mid lane turret. Barrel is a little far up here.
Yeah, he's going to headbutt Andil away, but now he's just going to try and turn it. Bulldog is going to get ultimated again, and BDD will take him down. The full bullet time into the face of this Aurora. Flashes, Dudu going to flash after him, but there's no W.
God.
He can't catch up. The circle's going to go down, but Beryl, he doesn't care about circles. The Magnus Storm comes in. BDD is now Valkyrieing forward, and Cuz going to get taken down low, but honestly, Kwangdong Freecs, that KT abides by, it just, you have to listen. And they were never going to win, I guess, unless Leaper just solo kills Def, which he probably will. Yeah, Def's just going to go down. That's inconsequential. That's not a caster curse, guys. Really too much contest here, as we can see, so Kwangdong Freecs not able to answer that. And Drift Rift is one that needs to be respected. This soul is a big deal. And Chronicler, why was it first pick Aurora, not first pick Rumble? I'm just feeling like the Rumble is just, it just does a whole lot more every game. That Kwangdong Freecs can find their way back into this game, because it's currently about a 5,000 gold lead. That has remained stagnant for quite some time, as I've seen this play before. Bulldog's just going to blow him up. Deft is, he has been farming in the mid lane, for better or worse this game.
Mostly worse, unfortunately. Yeah.
That's a hard one to break down. I guess we'll probably get the replay and then we can try again. That was a bit of a Deft go boom type situation.
Yeah, I think Deft has really had a, even in the Pro Series, I think he was having a tough time. I think right now, still kind of the case.
I think we can all kind of agree that BDD is currently the AD carry, and he is extremely fed. He just got his transformation. He is building very quickly towards his rapid-fire cannon. Yeah. This Corki is enough, to be perfectly honest. Let's have a look at this from Deft's perspective.
탑 2차 쪽 대체가 별로 미드가
okay, he's just
going for the, and I did have to look up the name, synchronized souls as...
All right, we're going to have to interrupt you there momentarily. Stranglethorn's going to be full-on avoided as Pyosik is put into a circle. He's the one that's going to be assassinated this time around, and BDD chased out. The Bramble Smash is so good, as at least the turnaround is pseudo there, but Leaper is getting certified. Beryl is going to fall down. It's a triple kill for the Zeri, and Kwangdong Freecs turning this game on its head. They're looking for a Baron.
And I was going to talk about the synchronized souls, but it's Kwangdong that is synchronized in that fight. Do note Perfect Souls as equalizer, but it looks like he doesn't want to take the risk. Doesn't have his flash, otherwise I'm pretty sure he would.
Why does he still have his equalizer?
Because he wasn't there for, I think, at the beginning of the fight. I'm not sure. I feel like he could have definitely used it, but I think they were kind of caught off guard by the speed with which the turn came through. And I think it's looking good. Yeah, they should be able to get this, although Andale.
Yeah, he can possibly get in here. Nature's Grasp is going to be tanked by Beryl. Everyone sort of lines up for it. The extent of him not really working out as they do get the ulti down. But Perpy is now looking to barbecue them. The Aurora goes down, but she does kill Deft as well as Kwangdong Freecs just get full control of the pit. They equalize the Dragons, and they are well and truly back in this game.
Atlas, we were non-believers in the basically mega-empowered Jarvanel, but Bulldog now 2 fights in a row. He just died immediately in that fight.
Yeah.
Didn't matter. Immediately got roasted by Perfect, who said, I'm about to feed you some aggressively.
Leaper is absolutely gigantic.
Yeah, he's been doing a whole lot of sliding in and last hitting.
Oh,
and that's all he needs to do. As long as Leaper doesn't die.
And there's nothing that they are going to be able to do about it, because they just can't walk up. And there it goes. So Soul Point picked up. And KT kind of look paralyzed right now. It doesn't look like they're able to make any sort of play.
Fight is about to come up. And they're staying alive. Look at that. GA forgone. Instead, BDD full damage with the IE.
Of course, it's the let's hope I survive so that I can just kill all of them. And Infinity Edge going to be a big one there. It's Pyosik, no idea what's happening around this Baron as they put down the circle. Perfect flashes out of it. But this is all just to create space. BDD coming on over, looks for Bulldog, knows that there's no ulti, but he gets caught. The Magnus Storm comes in and he has to flash away. The Baron secured here by the Kwangdong Freecs. They do lose a fair bit of health, but an equalizer does nothing. All 5 members get out with the Baron, and Kwangdong Freecs with this whole game under their control. Deft also, he's got brown bags and then 4 just straight damage items. There's no Bloodthirster here. There's no real longevity. Like, he kind of just blows up.
Counter-engaging into a Maokai is like...
Yeah, what's you going to do?
Not a whole lot, as we have seen in these fights, Atlas.
Indeed. Cuz taking a fair bit of damage there. But he can just sip some sap, and he's going to be A-okay. There's a circle down once again. It's the bullet time, but this is what we were talking about before. Beryl, he goes in. They're just underneath the turret having a party. They are so tanky. As Beryl, his aftershock goes off, his will looking pretty breakable as it does wear off. And Kwangdong Freecs just wandering casually towards these Nexus turrets, and they're looking to do it again, moving up to 1-0 in the series. The Nature's Grasp comes out just to get the finishing touches on this one. Pyosik going down once again. This guy Zyra hasn't looked very good this season and is continuing to get punished. There it goes, the Nexus to go down next, and Kwangdong Freecs passing the first test on their trip to playoffs. The Rakan, not with as many things to worry about as we've seen in other games, namely our first series of the day, where the Rakan kind of went in and died instantly.
Movie can be video clips, as Beryl does not have flash and is a little bit low.
Yeah, Cuz is going to come down, see whether he can collect his gold. In goes the Rakan. Beryl shows him the door, though. Stand behind Braum, not necessarily doing too much here, as let's see whether they can protect him. The answer's no. Leaper taking a fair bit of damage, but Deft is not with enough. The playoffs known. Perfect. All right, perfect. Looking for an angle here. Does find the Shuriken onto Cuz. They take a couple of these grubs, and it looks like KT are just going to back away after that. Kwangdong Freecs come down. They will be able to secure the last one.
Yeah. Safe bet. Don't have ult on Pyosik.
Gonna happen. Largely due to the fact that there is a Pyosik in the area. Cuz turning back up once again as this battle for the dragon continues.
You cannot do this. You don't have Cryo.
All right. Well, Spear going to connect onto Deft. he might just need to vacate the area as BDD is moving over. Bulldog gonna have to go back as the Glacial Prison goes wide. KT might actually be able to get out of here, but they're not actually going to be able to fight for the Dragon. So that is finally going to go over the Kwangdong Freecs, who retain control of the map. Like, neutral objectives feeling like they're in their control. And this has been what Cuz has been very good at.
That's the Nidalee. And Cuz, as we have pointed out, and Deft and Beryl have been on the back foot. And I think it's the willingness of KT to go for these really aggressive contests that outside of BDD have just backfired every single time. These laners, look at them go.
Yeah, actually helps win out the trade.
Oh, actually, Doodle's going Nullifying Orb. I like that a lot. Into the cannon here.
Yeah, pretty defensive as far as his choices so far. Merc Tread's a little bit more valuable when it's a cannon instead of a Rumble. In the vicinity, KT trying to get Andal out of the area. Cuz on a bit of a flank angle here as the teleport comes in. Andal in a bit of trouble. The knock-up comes down and Andal is just wiped off the map. Now Bulldog, he's come on in, he's unbound the soul, and that is going... Speaking of souls, the Swift Rift after the Drift Rift, you love to see it.
Back-to-back cool rifts here for us, Atlas.
Oh yeah!
Orcs paying attention. That's this.
Yeah, they have one of the ultimates back up and available. The Glacial Prison is going to be there, but Cuz should just be able to take Shelly down. There it goes, pokes her in the eye, and is able to take this. So, like you were saying, mid lane out of turret should be the option, but it isn't going to get one shot by Shelly.
That's true.
Way back out to lane. And we're getting slowly but surely towards these 2-item spikes, but we're not there yet for KT, so they will lose this turret in mid lane to clear out that wave as well, and that is going to delay even further. And so Cuz, utilizing this extra time that he is being bought by that Equalizer's use on the top side of the map to guarantee that this Drake does go down. And the smoke and mirrors being utilized beautifully. Bulldog going to have his rep buff denied, unfortunately. And by his rep buff, I mean KT's rep buff. Still, Deft is able to secure that.
So, particularly Zeri and Rakan should not have access to that. That is way too much power. We know how strong movement speed is. We do see finally KT get the turret. But top outer for Dragon, I think, is definitely an investment. For KT, Nash definitely a little bit slower, and we do see the poke coming through here.
He's going to connect onto Beryl. He hasn't used the door just yet. Does use it there as the Glacial Prism will connect, and Andal just explodes once again. The spear not going to land as now Bulldog looking for the angle. They get on top of Pyoshik. He flashes, but it's not enough. Deft trying desperately to keep himself alive, and he's going to burn down to the godlike Equalizer from the Rumble. Oh my goodness, they just execute all of them. And that should be a free Baron. Andal for 5.
That was just bait! Andal was served up as a tasty slice of food. And KT, they went for it. And my god, do they pay.
Oh dear. I did think that this was, it was time for the Equilibrium game, but I guess it wasn't.
Maybe the Equilibrium game comes in the next series, because in 2 days they play Gen.G.
Maybe it comes in spring.
To give up the Ashe, because it felt like you could go for the trade with Ezreal, but now Ezreal is considerably weaker. I'm not agreeing, right? But I know LCK teams, I imagine that's kind of the thought process behind it. We'll pull ahead in game score. Actually be 4 games ahead if they get to 2-0.
Yeah, there's the grand entrance. Equalizer goes down. It is melting them. The barrel is going to fall, but there is the exhaust a bit late onto Perfect, who was already able to take down Andal. But Andal is very happy to die in these fights because they still win them even after he falls down. So a 2-for-1 trade.
Very Perfect doesn't have flash, but he does have his ultimate. They're gonna see this now.
True-Shot Barrage actually pretty valuable there as well, as Beryl going to get tagged. And Andal, he's out of the fight already. Kwangdong Freecs at 50% health as far as these 4 champions are concerned.
100%.
Yep, KT going for the Hail Mary, and you can understand exactly why. Teleport's going to come in. That ultimate still not up for Dudu as the stun's going to come down, but the ulti is buffered from Bulldog. The ulti goes to Narnia from Pyoshik, and down goes the Corki, and so much of the damage is Cuz. It's just Battle Kitty tearing them apart, and Bulldog, he just win. What? It's an ace for Kwangdong Freecs, and they're going to win the series.
And Bulldog says, Andal, what you can do, I can do better. I can get all of them to go on top of me. And guess what? I won't even die!
That was ridiculous. And Cuz is sitting at 2-0 and 10, and he was just pouncing around the back line. How does that even work? Okay, they're just gonna funnel in. This is Kwangdong Freecs with a 2-0 over KT. Look at that, the equalizer goes down. Dude didn't even have it for the fight. He didn't need it, he got to burn the Nexus with it.
These were some of the best highlights from today's 2024 LCK Summer Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.